Hello my dear 5th class students. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to our online class. This is Nisha Ajesh. Today we are going to study social studies. I think you all remember that we have completed one chapter. I hope you all are studying well at home and practicing your studies. And the name of the first chapter was our Earth, continent and the oceans. Now let's move to the second chapter. Okay, as the second chapter's name is, as I have written here, the imaginary lines, latitude and longitude. Okay, what is the name of our second chapter? The imaginary lines, latitude and longitudes. Okay, now let's start. Okay, I have shown you the globe in the previous classes. I hope you remember, and also I think that you may have seen from somewhere else also. From the what is the globe? We all know that, we all accept that globe is a small model of the earth, isn't it? So globe is a small model of the earth, and if you want to see our earth, okay, the only helpful picture for us is the globe. Okay, so in the globe, we can see continents, we can see oceans, and we can see the important places, isn't it? But we can't see the small places and small areas in the globe, and we cannot locate them. So for that, because globe is very small and just a model of the earth, so we can't find out places like Mumbai, Patna, Delhi, such as in a globe, because it shows the continents and countries only. Now, how can we see all these small places, and from where we can see the location of the places? Okay, so have you seen an atlas? Do you know what is an atlas? An atlas is a book of maps, isn't it? Okay, so map. There is a differences between globe and map. Globe is a man-made small model of the earth, and the map is a drawing, isn't it? Flattened cells of globe is known as map. So atlas is the book of maps. So many maps are there, such as like we can get a map of India, we can get a map of Bihar, and we can get a map of our continent, and we can get the map of whole world, isn't it? So now how can we find out a place in a map? Okay, in your textbook, page number 30. Page number 13. See, here is a small picture given. An index page of an atlas. An index page of an atlas. As I have said, atlas is a book of maps. Okay, now see, when you flip the pages of the map, at the last page you can see an index page. Okay, so in index page there is the spaces and names are written there in an alphabetic order. Okay, so in among them, from there, if you need to find a place name, what you have to do, there is written such as these numbers. There is a number. The names is written in alphabetic order. Along with the names, you can see in your textbook there are some of the numbers are also written here, like such as if you go through the Iran 30.27 N latitude and 48.25 longitude. Okay, so such as some of the numbers are also written there, and the place name also written in the alphabetic order. These numbers indicate the location of particular place. These numbers indicate the location of a particular place, whether it's in a latitude, whether it's in a north side or in a south side, and which is in which degrees latitude or the longitude. Okay, so that is an atlas. An index of the atlas, it shows the place name in an alphabetic order, and there is a number also given. Okay, and now so what is how to locating a place? How can we locate a place? Okay, so when we look at your globe, we see a number of lines in the globe. So many lines are there in the globe. If you look into the globe, there will be so many lines in the globe. Some of the lines are horizontal, some of the lines are vertical. So the two types of lines you can see. Some of them are like this, and some of them are like this, isn't it? Okay. So what are these lines? Okay, so as already we have heard from smaller classes that Earth is rotating on its axis, isn't it? We say that Earth is rotating on its axis. Actually, the axis of the Earth is an imaginary line. This is the axis. So we know that the axis is not a exact what we call, it's not exactly axis. It's an imaginary line. Okay, we think that in the imaginary line the Earth is rotating. Okay, now passing through the center. So the axis is a imaginary line which is passing through the center. Okay, now see already there are two types of when we draw such lines in the globe, it makes easier to place. So these lines make us easier to place in it. So two types of lines are there. One is latitude and another one is the longitude. That is what the name of our chapter. The lines, two types of lines are there in the globe, latitude and the longitude. This is to locate the place easily. Okay, and now the imaginary line passing through the center, the Earth constantly rotates on its axis. The end of the axis of the Earth are called poles. So the two ends of the Earth, the axis of the Earth are called poles. So this is one pole and this is the another pole. Can you see? This is what is here. This picture is in your textbook, the parallels of latitude, and this is the picture which I have drawn in the board. Okay, so these two sides, the two ends of the Earth are called poles. Okay, so now the upper part is called the North Pole and the down part is called the South Pole. Okay, how many poles are there? There are two poles and one is the North Pole. The north side, this is known as North Pole and this is known as the South Pole. Okay, now let's know what is latitude. What is the latitude? When you look into the globe, already as I have said that there is a line between them. Okay, wavelength. Okay, this is, what is it? It is equator. The equator is an imaginary drawn halfway between North Pole and the South Pole. So this is equator. Equator. Okay. So what is equator? Equator is in a 0 degree. Okay. So equator. What is equator? Equator is an imaginary line in between two poles. Okay. So this equator, we believe that we imagine that this equator divides Earth into two poles. Okay. In equal halves. Equal, if you take an Earth as an equal, if you take an Earth and cut it into the two parts, so the equator dividing Earth into equal two parts, that is North Pole and the South Pole. Okay, so the upper part of the equator is known as Northern Hemisphere, North Hemisphere, and the lower part is known as South Hemisphere. Do you understand? The upper part of the Earth equator is known as Northern Hemisphere and the down part is known as Southern Hemisphere. The equator divides Earth into two equal halves from the east, north and to the south. Okay, so the upper part is known as Northern Hemisphere and the down part is known as Southern Hemisphere. Okay, now see, this is the Northern Hemisphere. Northern Hemisphere and this is the Southern Hemisphere. Okay, so here are so many lines are there. Okay, from here, see, we can see that here is Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer here and Tropic of Capricorn here. See, the equator is the most important latitude, that is also called the Great Circle. So, as I have said that the equator divides Earth into two parts and equator is the most important latitude and it is also called the Great Circle. Okay, so it's called a Great Circle. Actually, each and every lines are a circle, but it doesn't meet each other. It's each and every line which we see here are the circle and which but they don't meet each other. Okay, this imaginary each hemisphere drawn parallel to the equator called the parallels of the latitude. Okay, these imaginary lines, it starts from here, and when it comes to the round southern parts, the length of these lines decreases. Okay, the lower part, when you look into the globe, you can understand that this is the smallest one and this is the biggest one. So when it goes up, it happens the same to equator. When it goes upside, so when the distance increases from the equator, the length of the lines decreases. Okay, now the part of the earth from the equator to the north pole is called the northern hemisphere, and the part of the earth's surface from the equator to the south is called the southern hemisphere. The imaginary lines in each hemisphere drawn parallel to equator are called parallel latitude. Okay, so these imaginary lines, as I have said, this is the north, this is the south, west and the east. Okay, these imaginary lines drawn from the east to the west. Okay, from here to the here. Okay, it is drawn from the east to the west, and see the lines marked from 0 degree to the 90 degree follow from south to the north. Okay, so this is a 0 degree. Okay, here is the 0 degree. And how many latitudes are there? How can we know that how many latitudes are there? So this is the 0 degree, and the next line is in 1 degree, and the next one is 2 degrees. So in between each and every 1 degree Celsius, degrees, there is an imaginary line. Okay, so that is when you calculate from the equator to the north pole, there are 90 lines are there, 90 latitudes are there. So at the same as I have said that the equator divides earth into equal to half. So if there is 90 imaginary lines in the south pole, we can say that there may be 90 imaginary lines in the north pole also. Okay, so here are 90 lines and here are also 90 lines. Okay, so these more, okay, 90 plus 90, 180. Okay, so the equator is one of them, and all together we have 181 latitudes are there in our globes. Okay, so see the important properties of latitudes are the latitudes are parallel to each other and therefore never meet. The latitudes are parallel to each other but they don't meet each other, and then the lines of latitude run in east to west direction. As I have said that the lines of the latitude starts from here and it runs up to the west, is from the east to the west, and the equator is the longest latitude. So which is the longest latitude in the globe? The equator is the longest latitude. As we move to the north or south of the parallel of latitude, go on decreasing in the length and finally reduce to the dot at the poles. Okay, so and when we move, when it goes to north or the south pole, the length of the latitudes decreases, become short and short, and at last it ends with the point. Okay, ends with the dot. Okay, so now see, this is in the globe, this is the north pole and this is the south pole, this is the equator, this is northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, and these lines and these all lines are latitudes. Okay, these all lines are latitude. Okay, so in here this is when you look into the globe you can understand clearly. This is equator, this is tropic of Capricorn, that is 23 and half degree. 23 and half degree north. Okay, this is 23 and half degree north, and now this is Arctic Circle. It ends in a Arctic Circle, that is 66 and half degree north. Okay, at the same time here this is Tropic of Capricorn. 23 and half degree and here Antarctic circle. This is also 66.5 degrees south. Okay, so the lines which comes above the equator is known as North Pole. Antarctic circle is 66.5 degrees north, and Tropic of Cancer is in 23.5 degrees north, and below the equator Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degrees south. Antarctic circle is 66.5 degrees in the south. I hope you understood all about the latitude, and let me just revise what we have learned today. See the atlas. As we have studied that globe is a small model of the earth, so we can't see the small some of the important places, that which means the globe shows only the continents and the countries, so we cannot get the location of the particular places such as Mumbai, Patna, Delhi, such as. So for that we use the atlas. Atlas means atlas is a book of maps. So in the atlas, when you flip the pages of the atlas, you can see at the end you can see an index there. In the index there are the names there in the alphabetic order. Along with the names there are some of the numbers are written there. These numbers show the particular place, whether it's in a north pole or it's in a south pole. Okay. Now then locating the places. There are two lines are there. Two important lines are there. Those are latitudes and the longitude. The earth axis of the earth is an imaginary line. So for the globe there are two poles are there. These imaginary lines are at the end of the earth. These points are known as poles. The upper part is known as north pole and the down part is known as the south pole, and the equator is the most important latitude and is also called the Great Circle. The imaginary line in each hemisphere drawn parallel to each other are called the parallels of latitude. The lines marked from 0 degree and followed by the 90 degree south or the north. Okay, this is all about the latitudes, and the important properties of the latitudes are latitudes are parallel to each other and can therefore they don't meet each other, and the lines of latitude runs from the east to the west. The equator is the longest latitude. I hope you understood all about the latitude. Write note of all of this and do little hard work, study the words meaning, at the same time study the important points from this chapter. Okay, study well. We will meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.